Maybe you are residency. You got a temporary residency or permanent residency. But did you know that you can lose your residency if you take these three wrong steps? Guys, thank you so much for being here. Yes, in this video I'm going to explain with you how you can lose your residency. No matter what, if you are permanent or temporary residency here in Mexico. And I'm going to show you my screen because it's important for me be completely explain, support me for image. Yes, because the first step is about don't show your residency at immigration office. This is a very common mistake for residency people who they come to Mexico and sometimes they avoid the area for residency because maybe there are a longer line. Well, they have someone who waiting for them for longer time, or maybe they have another activities. Well, they went through that area so quickly, and well, when they see an immigration office, unconsciously they show their passport. But I said you in older videos, immigration officer, they don't ask for your immigration status here in my country. They don't thinking, you are residency, you are tourist. When you show your passport, they thinking automatically that you are tourist and not residency. And that mistake can affect your residency. Another option is when you want to avoid that line, large line, and you through for those e-gates machine who you put your passport and let you to enter more easy to my country. Well, those options affect your residency because according the Mexican immigration law in the Article 61, no foreigners might have two conditions of stay simultaneously. It means or you are tourist or you are residency, but you are not able to be both. Be careful for it. The second step is overstay your expired residency by more than 60 days. In this step, I'm going to divide into scenarios. When you are inside my country, here in Mexico, you need to know that if you are in temporary residency, you have a deadline about renew your residency. Yes. And you have certain times to renew it, because when you know when is your deadline, you need to go this Instituto Nacional de Migración. This is the most important institute for you inside my country. Yes, but before expired your residency, and you need to prioritize this process. Because according Mexican immigration law, you have 30 days. And this article explains it. Article 156. The holder of this card might within 30 days or 30 calendar days prior to its expiration request the corresponding renewals up to a total of 4 years from the day they obtain the residency status. You have 30 calendar days in renew your residency. But if you let these days is finished, you fall in regularization. What do you mean regularization? Okay. It means that your residency is expired. Yes, you are no residency. You are irregular here in my country. According Mexican immigration law, in the Article 135, having obtained authorization to enter the country regularly, they have acceded to the period of stay initially granted, as long as they present the request within 60 calendar days following the expiration of the authorized period of stay. Yes, you have 60 calendar days in regularize your immigration status here in my country. If you apply for offer job, yes, you need to renew for that step, yes, for that way. If you regularize for solvency, okay, you need to make that process. Not the same like in Mexican consulate, but you need to renew your residency. But the problem if you let those days is finished, according to Article 135, the foreign person will not be able to regularize the migratory situation due the said assertion and must leave the territory national. If you don't regularize your migratory situation here in my country, INM have that faculty to not deport you, but give you a document who you need to leave to my country. Yes, because you finish your opportunity to regularize here in my country, and you need to do that process again outside to my country. Yes, that is a biggest problem, and you need to be careful for it. However, the second scenario I told you, when you are outside to my country, maybe outside your residency is expired, and you have 55 calendar days in come to Mexico and renew this process or renew your residency. Because if not, according to the regulation of the immigration law, Article 160, you might enter the national territory with the same as long as no more than 55 calendar days have passed since its expiration. Yes, you have that time. You are able to enter to my country in 55 days. But what happens if you come to Mexico in 560 calendar days? The same regulation of the immigration law says this: foreign holding a document that has been expired for more than 55 calendar days will not be allowed to enter the national territory. What do you mean? If you enter to my country and you show your residency, the immigration office notices that your residency is expired for more than 55 days, you are not able to enter here in my country like residency, and you lost your residency because appear in this regulation of the immigration law, and you need to be complete careful for those deadlines who appear in your resident card. Revise your residency card. Notice when your residency card is expired. If you go to outside, if you go to abroad, and you need to revise your residency. If you maybe trip for longer days, and don't trip if your residency is almost expired. I told you, you have 30 days before expired your residency and make you renew. But if not, you have 55 days. but don't play difficult games because Mexican immigration law sometimes is difficult. The last step is don't have your replacement visa issued by a Mexican consulate by theft or loss. What do you mean? The same I'm going to explain you in two scenarios. For example, maybe someone thefts you abroad, yes, or inside my country. Imagine this scenario inside my country. Someone take your belongings, or maybe you lost your residency. You need to go to INM and you need to notify that situation. Yes, inside my country, and INM make a new process with you and recover your residency again. Yes, but it's important for you follow that process because according the regulation of the immigration law, Article 163, fraction 3 and 4, the fraction 3 say the immigration authority, after verifying compliance with the applicable requirements and the immigration control list, will issue corresponding resolution. And what do you mean? For example, here you lost or someone take your belongings. I told you, and here in Mexico, and you need to go to INM and you need to make this process. In this process, you need to bring certain documents because it's new process for recover your residency card. But can you bring all the documents and you notify this bad experience in INM, the resolution is positive for you. Yes, because you follow the correct way about those requirements. What happened when you are outside to my country? Maybe you lost your residency card. The most important here is a sit and process. And that process, you need to go to the Mexican consulate because the Mexican consulate given you a replacement visa. That replacement visa, when you bring it, when you come to Mexico, you show that a Mexican visa, and the immigration office notice that you are recovered your residency cards because in the system appear that you lost your residency or someone take your residency. And that intention entering my country is because you will go to recover your residency. Okay, but if you don't bring all the documents or all those requirements in the INM, this institute have this faculty to give you a negative resolution. And what do you mean negative resolution? According this Article 163, the same, but the fraction number 4. Otherwise, a negative resolution must be issued with proper legal grounds and justification granting a period of no more than 30 days and no less than 50 calendar days for the foreign national to leave the country. What do you mean? If you don't bring that replacement document, that document or that justification give a lot power to INM in denied your residency, and you lose your residency status here in my country because you don't prove with requirements about recover your residency here in my country. No matter what, if in the system appear that you are on residency, but if you don't follow the rules about Mexican law, this institute have this faculty to deny your residency. Okay guys, well, thank you so much for watching this video, and yes, I hope you reflect about prioritize your residency card. Prioritize and care your residency here in my country, because it sits certain step who you can lose your residency. Try to avoid those scenarios. Okay, before to leave, I'm going to recommend with you this video, because this video explains about custom to Mexican people. Thank you so much. Nos vemos pronto.